So anyway, I'm probably at part 2 right now with my cut. So okay, so the game. So one of the best things about it, I got to meet Bob Costas. Okay, Bob Costas, my boy. It's funny thing. I was in the gym, okay, the Four Seasons gym, and okay, I want to go change the channel. Okay, so I'm gonna change the channel, and this guy beside me is like, hey, he's like, don't change it, I'm watching. And I sat back down on my machine, and see, Vacation Wall was there, but regular Wall was just like on deck. And I was about to say, yo, you're not fucking watching. Let me just watch. But I didn't. Again, with Vacation Wall was there, so I go, okay, and then I got up and the machine, this guy comes around, I was like, oh shit! I'm like, yo, whatever. I didn't even say his name. I was like, yo, man, you're like I love Bob Costas. If you like, he's awesome. Like Bob Costas is dope. And I'm just like, I almost diss this guy. So he goes and shakes his hand, whatever. He goes in, and I'm like, all right, I'm missing Kobe. I'm like, yo, I gotta be able to say I talk sports with Bob Costas. So I go there, I look, he's in the stretch room, and I'm like, I'm not one of those guys that likes to bother. Like, I'm not impressed by many people. Bob Costas is my dude. So I get an ab, like, fuck it. I get my ab ball, and I start talking about, like, because Kobe got hurt, I start talking about that and this and that. And we start conversating. Just so I can say I talk sports with Bob Costas, talking about Jose Reyes. And he wasn't annoyed by me, because he came back out after. So I wasn't being, like, hanging out with him. I just, like, quick chat. He knew what I was doing. And then, he came back out, talked about Reyes injury, Greinke injury, all this stuff. I'm like, dope. Talk sports with Bob Costas. Cool ass dude. Like wicked. So that was wicked. Okay? And then it's funny, like, the night we went out, like, it's you depends. The thing about LA, I don't know if people, if you haven't been to LA, you don't know. It's very glorified. Okay, like there's beautiful Beverly Hills, woo, and there's the beautiful parts of LA, and then there's the suburb Malibu and all this. But most of LA is just ghetto, like ghetto. Like we drive and once you even coming out from the hotel, once you go out of it, it's just like tacky and like the Chinese signs like you see out here. It's like shit that they don't put any effort into the signs. I'm like liquor every. It's what you think. Liquor every block. And I'm like, I don't know why they buy liquor. Why they have these liquor stores? Because I went to the actual liquor store, and I'm looking. I go to buy some. I'm like, why would I buy this for this price when the freaking Vaughn's or whatever has a half price? I'm like, how are you guys even in business? Anyway, so I go, so whatever. It's ghetto. So even we went out after that game. We go out with like. This guy handed out bracelets or whatever. We just want to go to a club. Like, we didn't know. Because it's hard to find the middle of the road. Because there's like higher end stuff. And then what we found, we got this like, this guy's like, oh, they play reggae this side. I'm like, dope. Like, I'm there with my girl. It's not like, oh, let's go find where all the hot babes are. I just want to hear some tracks and groove, right? And kick it. So we go there and we get in there. Like, I'm just surprised they let me because I was just drinking out there and just like chugging booze and it's like, whoo, I should get in the bar. And like this. Anyway, go in there and it's just like, it's like sugar daddies. You ever been to sugar daddies? Like, it's just like Jamaica, like just straight up. But the music was dope and like, but it's just, yeah, it's just, I might as well be at sugar daddies. But it's cool. Grooved, everything was wicked. So that was cool. We came out of that club and like, I'll be completely honest. I'm not like I don't, cause I didn't have any weed. I didn't know what it was. So I tried to find, like, I don't go asking strangers, but there was this woman, I was more curious about her than the drug itself. So she's this girl with, like, she had huge titties or whatever, right? Just giant titties, but I came to realize they weren't her titties. So I'm like, yo, you guys, because she like said something to me that intrigued me. And my girl Robin, I take Robin through some serious adventures, and I have to apologize profusely because when I'm out and it's whatever, you know, it's just go with the flow. I go with the flow. I'm a little irresponsible, but I go with the flow. So Robin's walking, but she's a down-ass chick, so she doesn't matter. So we're talking to this girl, and she's like, yo, she doesn't have weed or whatever, but she's pulling her titties open or something. I'm like, oh shit, she's got this like motherfucking a pharmacy in her titties. Like, oh shit. So she's pulling stuff out. I'm like, I don't know if this is what I want, like, and it's taking forever. I'm like, I don't know what she has. I don't know what the hell, like, I'm not approved by anything. So I'm just like, I don't know what you got there. She doesn't even really know she's got that. I'm like, yo, this is taking forever. And I wasn't like worried about cops or anything. I'm just like, my girl's waiting in the middle of this ghetto ass street. So I was like, yo, sorry, titty lady, sorry. I got a jet. And I felt bad. I walked away. I was like, ah, man. So we walked to the car. I'm like, man, I feel guilty. I got the titty lady to take out her titties and I didn't give her money. Like, why didn't I just give her money? She was home. Like, I'm not saying again. Like, you forget something. I'm not a cheap ass. Like, I'll give. And I didn't do it. So we're driving back. I'm trying to find titty lady, but titty lady's gone. And I was like, yo, man, what you gonna give her some money? But I did. So anyway, so we get back and it's all good. Like, it was good night out. Like, LA is just cool like that, man. Like, it's a good place. I went back to Glendale, my old school, and it was weird. It's weird going back somewhere where you're like, you know, like 12 years ago, I went to my second year of college. I was playing ball in Glendale, and it was cool. And my old coach was there, like one of my assistant coaches there, he's the head coach now. It's like cool to see him. So it's like memories. I was walking around the school, and there was nobody really there. I don't even know, it was exam time. No one was there, just walking around. I'm like, huh. Like, it's a weird place for me, Glendale. I didn't build roots there. You're there for a year. You meet some people, some friends, and everything. But like, I just picked up. I was in school in Iowa. I just picked up and went there. You know, I left my scholarship, left everything just because I wanted some adventure. I wanted warm weather. You know, college baseball starts very early. It's warm, and it was cool, you know, that. And yeah, just went around my old neighborhood. I was like, yo, that's yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, might as well see that stuff. And otherwise, it is what it is, man. It's just the weather was shitty. You know, it never above 20 degrees. So I was like, yo, I'm Mr. Like, there's no modest bone in my body. I'm just like, I want to jump off the plane and take my shirt off right away and not wear a shirt for 5 days. That was my idea for my vacation. I didn't have my shirt off the whole time other than in the room. You know what I mean? And it's like, but you can't control it. That's God shit. I can't control the weather. And yeah, I met Tony Parker. I'm not a big guy on meeting people, but he was there, and I was like, yeah, whatever. What's up, Tony Parker? I think they were playing them the next day, so like, it was relevant to my life. Not that I'm impressed by people. And yeah, so it was a cool trip. It was what it is. I'm back in business now. Very refreshing, but that's it. Okay, Walz, Rantz. Yeah, California. Like, yeah, you guys gotta get some bosses there, though. Gotta get some bosses watching these Mexicans and making sure everything's run smoothly, because it's bad for the economy. Stay G, everybody. Peace.